So editing in Bandlab isn't quite as robust as editing in Audacity. If you need to change the volume of something, it's simple to go over here at the end and bump one of your tracks. So you might want to bump up your recording track and pull down the acapella choir track, or I'm sorry, the choir, whatever your choir track is that you used. You could do that. If you've just got loud spots in the track and quiet spots, let's just say we want to isolate this quiet spot and make it a little louder. In Bandlab, the way you do that is by clicking on this little button here, and you're just going to pick your volume knob, click over here where you want it to be a little louder, and a dot will show up. And then you just make another dot, and essentially you're just gonna kind of drag it up. I want that to be higher. So that's just if you got like one little spot. I'm trying to find another dot. Sometimes it's a little tricky getting a dot to show up. There you go. And then I'm going to do another one here. So that's how you kind of edit in Bandlab. I want to bring that back to normal. So now I've just bumped that little piece of the track up. But if you just wanted to do just a chunk, that's how you would do it with that. And then as far as fade-ins and fade-outs, um, that's actually the same button. You're going to just click into this blue button and go into your volume. If you want to do a nice fade-out. Again, it's a little wonkier in this than in Audacity. But if you care to do a fade-out or a fade-in, it's the same idea. You just, pick a couple seconds there and make two dots and fade it down. Now to pan it, here's the magical part that makes these things totally worth it. The panning is also under the same control. You just click over here, click pan. You're just gonna go over here and take this whole line, bring the whole thing up. Now that's on one side, and you're gonna take this one, switch it to pan, and drag this line down. So now I've got one in the left, one in the right, and that's how you do your panning. As far as exporting goes, making an MP3 out of this is pretty easy as well. You're going to go File, Download, Mix Down As, and then right here is where it's going to give you the option. Once it's done saving, you're going to get an option to make an MP3 out of it, and that's what you'll do. And you'll just download that MP3. It's taking its time here, so it should speed up a little. I'm going to pause till that's done. Okay, that finished. I'd say it took about 30 seconds more to do that. So you're just going to pick whichever one you want here. If you want a nice high quality MP3, you'll notice it takes up more room. But if you're throwing it in Google Classroom, who cares about room? You just download it, and then you'll have the opportunity to name it later if you didn't name it right away. You'll notice that it'll go right down to your downloads as whatever your name was. If you'd like to name it first, you can just go up here and name it, Can't Buy Me Love, whatever you'd like to name it, and then export it, and it'll do the same thing. As far as saving it goes, that's easy enough. It auto saves, but then right here's the save button as well, so you can save it if you'd like. There's a save button right there. Okay, so that's how you edit and pan and save in Bandlab.